So you might be thinking what we require to attend this webinar and what we'll be covering. That is what I'll be teaching in this particular 3-hour webinar. So you don't require any sophisticated software to attend this webinar. And you don't also require also a laptop or a desktop computer. Even with mobile, you can code. You know how it's possible? Because there is an online editor or an online interpreter for running the Python programs. And we'll be using that particular online application. So we can write code there and we can run this also and see the output. So that's why we are not going to use VS Code or any other kind of software that is to be installed in a particular computer. So we are not going to use that because time is short and we want to cover as much as possible. That is why we'll be using an online interpreter or online compiler for running the Python code. And straight away, we'll jump to coding. Okay, now what is coding? We'll explain first. Little bit of, like 5 minutes introduction to Python. That's the just, like a beginning of this particular course. After a little bit of, like introductory talk, which I will give. Then we'll start into initial setup, like just going to the website where the online interpreter is there. I'll be giving you the link for that, and you can either use it in a mobile or in a desktop or in a laptop, no problem. Okay. Now then you start to code. Simple, as simple as that. Okay. Then first you learn variables. What kind of variables are there? Different data types. Okay. And then you learn about operators. What are the arithmetic operators? What are the logical operators? And also what kind of Boolean operators are there? These things we'll be learning. And then we'll be learning how to program different kinds of like programs with simple use of operators, some mathematical calculations we'll do. And then we'll jump to control flow. That is, there are different kinds of methods in which we can repeat tasks. Okay, like sometimes we use if-else statement, sometimes we use a for loop, sometimes we use a while loop. So these loops and control statements like if and else we'll be learning next. We'll be doing some programs. It's a completely practical oriented class. So I'll be demonstrating how to write these codes, and you will see for yourself, and we'll run the program and we'll see that it is what kind of output it is giving. And also I'll be asking few questions, and in the chat box I'll be taking responses. And also if you have any question during this particular interaction, you can give it in the chat box and I'll be responding to that as well. Okay, so that's why you rest assured that you are going to learn sufficiently well so that you can directly go and start to apply this knowledge. After we have completed our control flow, we'll be jumping into a little bit of data structure. We'll learn before data structure also type conversions, particularly with Python. We have to be very careful about which type of data we are storing in the variable. Okay, and data structure, I'll give small introduction. We'll discuss what are the different syntaxes and what are the syntax rules we have to follow, what are the naming conventions, and what are the names, sometimes we in different languages we use different naming conventions. What are the naming conventions in Python that we are going to learn. And also after that we are going to learn functions, functions where we can define a function, we can define what are the variables in that function, we can define how to call a function and use the function in a particular application. Okay, then I will be explaining to you a little bit about modules, where we will particularly import the math module. Okay, and also I will be explaining to you string manipulation, as well as little bit of object oriented into the end. I mean, this is the where I'm coming to the end of the program, where I'll be explaining object oriented concepts, where I'll be explaining to you how to define classes and how to create objects and how to use those objects so that we can run the methods that are there in the class in our own application, right? So we'll be discussing all these things, and I am looking forward to meet all of you in our session. Thank you very much. Thanks. Have a good day.